Hello, hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. Oh my goodness, what a busy day, what a busy week. I returned this afternoon from a little mini vacation. I was gone for a few days. We took a little trip over to Indiana, which is the state right next to Illinois, and we just had a couple day getaway at an Airbnb house out in the country with my sister and her family, and it was just perfect. We were gone for just a perfect amount of time, just a couple days. We got to swim and play in the pond. They had an amazing barn with ping pong and basketball. And oh my gosh, the kids had all kinds of games that they were playing cornhole. We went to see a waterfall that was really easy to get to and really pretty. It was just so nice to spend some time with my sister, and the kids got to spend time with their cousins. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Of course, Stampin' Up! Had a free shipping day right in the middle. Did you guys place an order? Oh my gosh. I'd hoped to do a video to go live before I left, or to do a video while I was there, and I just didn't have enough time. So tonight I have some fun things to share with you. I'm going to dive into my mini catalog. I can't actually show you the inside pages, but I do have some product to show you. So this afternoon, I have been making up some samples to share with you, putting together my product share information. I feel like I have so much to tell you about. Should we just go ahead and dig in? Oh my gosh. Okay, so first of all, if you're not aware, the July through December mini catalog and celebration starts July 1st, which is like, oh my gosh, 10 days away or something crazy? Less than that. I don't know. It's coming so fast. I don't even know what today is. Anyway, it's coming super fast. So if there's anything, like one last reminder, if there's anything that you want from the January through June mini catalog, make sure to take advantage of all those last minute discounts. Also ending June 30th is the kit sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. That's kind of an awesome deal. So if you haven't ordered yet and you still want to in June, there are still some amazing deals to be had. But I know many of you are waiting for July because of this amazing mini catalog. Now, I sent catalogs in the mail through Stampin' Up's bulk mailing system to all my customers who've bought $50 or more from me in the last 12 months. So I'd love to hear from you. Have you received your catalog already? Are you excited? And if you're not familiar with Celebration, this is Stampin' Up's twice annual promotion. When you spend $50, you can choose a free gift from the Celebration brochure. So, oh my gosh, Robin, I just saw her comment about next Friday's July 1st. I'm not ready. I am not ready. Many of you have been asking about my product share. I'm going to be doing that. I always do when there's a new catalog, and the product share is a way to try all the stuff without having to buy it all yourself. And so today I'm going to show you all the new designer paper from the mini catalog, all the new ribbons from the mini catalog, and I will tell you this time I'm not going to be including the embellishments in the product share, and I'll kind of show them to you and go through why. This time they're kind of hard to package up and kind of weird. I'm worried about things breaking. I'm worried about being able to successfully divide them up without things sticking to each other. So for this product share, I'm only going to do the designer paper and the ribbon, which is still like loads of stuff, and that's really where all the awesome things are, is the designer paper and ribbon. So I'm going to show you all those tonight, but you can reserve your product share. I set up the form right before I went live, and so you can get yours or reserve your spot at tinyurl.com/JD for July, December 2022 product share. And I'll be sending out the invoices next week. I'll order everything on July 1st, and then I will cut all the paper and wrap all the ribbon and get that ready to send to you. So if you are wanting to get a product share, make sure you sign up for that. I wanted to let you know about something else I'm doing. I'm really excited about this. In the fall, before Christmas, I did a 12 days of Christmas gift box, and I had several people say, oh, I wish you would do this in the summertime because I don't have any money. It's Christmas time, right? You're spending money on everybody else. And so My birthday's in July, and I'm celebrating my 20th anniversary with Stampin' Up. And so I thought, you know what? Let's do this. This is going to be so much fun. So we're doing a 12 Days of Christmas in July gift box. And so the way this works is that I essentially place an order and wrap up 12 gifts for you. These are full-size, brand new in the package, items from Stampin' Up, and almost everything is going to be from the mini catalog. So you'll get $100 in Stampin' Up product, plus a bonus gift from me. I'll gift wrap everything, and then the fun part is that there'll be a video series to go with each gift. So every day starting July 25th for 12 days, I'll have a daily video where I unwrap the gift and share what it is and then create a project using that gift. So I'm really excited to be able to offer this again. And I realize that some of you may choose to participate in one or the other. And so I wanted to tell you about them both at the same time, so that you would have the opportunity to decide for yourself if you want to do the mini catalog product share or 12 Days of Christmas, or I mean both if you'd like. I'm certainly not stopping you. And then, gosh, one more thing to tell you about. If you're a demonstrator, we're doing Vacation Stamping School. This is the 17th annual demonstrator training event that our team has put on, the Impeccable Stampers. And I cannot believe we've been doing this 17 years, but it's true. We used to call it Spring Into Stamping, and then we kind of rearranged the event to be a summer event when Stampin' Up rearranged their events, because convention used to be in the summertime. So this Vacation Stamping School, we're opening it up to everybody. If you're a demonstrator, no matter where you are in the world, you'll be able to participate. Registration starts on Monday. I'll be posting lots of information, but I just kind of wanted to give you a heads up. I'm really excited about it. So there's going to be 2 event options. One of them will be including a swag box with a box of gifts and special event stuff. And then there's also a virtual event only option. So this is a virtual event for all demonstrators. And if you're a demonstrator outside of the United States, you can still participate using the virtual only option. I'm really excited. This is going to be so fun. We are focusing on the new mini catalog and celebration too. So we'll be providing creative inspiration with product demonstrations, 7 different make and takes featuring the Lights Aglow suite, as well as business presentations and tips and all kinds of fun and prizes. And we always have so much fun with this event, and everybody who comes always raves about it. So if you haven't participated before, I hope that you'll consider. If you're not a demonstrator yet, this is a fun reason to join. So you can join during celebration in July and get a special planning collection. I'll tell you more about that in another video. But if you've been thinking about joining as a demonstrator, this is a great reason why. Now, if you're on my team in the Jubilant Stampers or on the Impeccable Stampers team, there is a team discount. So that's a great reason to join my team, because you can get a discount on Vacation Stamping School and come have some fun with us. Oh my goodness, yes! So in the past, we have only opened Vacation Stamping School up to our own teams, and we did invite some other people to join us, but it was an in-person event, a full day of training that we did, but with COVID we had to make it a virtual event, and it has been so successful as a virtual event that we are sticking with the virtual option so that we can reach demonstrators on our teams all across the country. So we're really excited and hope you are too. Leave a comment if you're a demonstrator, and especially if you've been to Vacation Stamping School before. I'd love to hear what you think, and I hope if you haven't been before that you'll consider going this year. Are you guys ready to dig in? Let's take a look. I can't open the catalogs until next Friday, July 1st, but I do have a bunch of things to show you. I'm going to put my catalog over to the side so that I can see the inside pages and tell you about everything. I'm just going to go in the order of the catalog. So if you have your catalog at home, oops, you can see the corner. If you have your catalog at home, you can follow along with me. I'm just going to go right in order. And so the very first thing I want to show you is this brand new card kit. It's called Nourish and Flourish, and it comes with a little thermal lunch tote. Oh my gosh, how cute is this? This is so fun. This is part of our Making a Difference campaign. We always have one usually once a year or so. I guess it's been in the fall catalogs recently, where a portion of the sales goes to a special cause. So this one from July 1st through December 31st. This Nourish and Flourish kit, when you purchase this, Stampin' Up! Will donate $3 to organizations working to end food insecurity. So the theme of a lunch tote sort of goes with the Making a Difference theme and charity organization of food insecurity. So I'm really excited. This is really cute. It's actually pretty big. I was showing this to my team, and I put a stamp set in there so they could get kind of a feel for the size of that. So if you want to tote your stamps around in a thermal container, you can, or it's really great for traveling as well if you're taking a little picnic or some snacks on a road trip. So inside the thermal tote is this card kit. So the card kit includes let's see, I think there are 3 each of 3 different designs, so 9 cards total. So I've made them up so you can see. They're super cute, and each card has some embossed background. So we've got those 2. There's some beautiful pearls in there too. And I just love the colors. They're just so springy and cheerful. And all of these sentiments are pre-printed, so you do not need any stamps to put this together. These cards are just so cute. So whether you're making them up to give as a gift or making them up to send on your own, I think you're really going to enjoy this Nourish and Flourish kit. This will be available starting July 1st. If you're a demonstrator, of course, you can get any of the items in the mini catalog right now during the month of June during the pre-orders. So that's exciting. Did you guys order this? I really do love it, especially the tote, but the cards are just the cutest too. I like card kits. I like having, something that's easy and ready to go, so I just don't have to think about it. There are some days where I just feel like I need something easy. Don't you guys feel like that? Oh, okay. Well, moving along, we have some gorgeous designer paper, and this is the first one in the catalog. You're going to find this on page 8 and 9 of the mini catalog. This paper is called Sweetest Christmas. This is a 12 by 12 designer paper. I've cut it down to 6 by 6 because this is the size that it's going to be in the product share. So if you sign up for the product share, you're going to get all the designer paper that I'm showing you today. So this one, of course, has the traditional red and green. We've got candy canes, and I didn't order this bundle yet, so I can't show it to you, but it's called Sweet Candy Canes, and it actually has dies that die cut these candy cane shapes. So, of course, this is double-sided designer paper, so you've got these patterns and then more stripes, just really versatile patterns, I feel like, for Christmas. So whether you're making candy cane cards or using it for something else, I think this is going to be a good Christmas paper. Sweetest Christmas here. And then we also have real red and white glitter paper, and so this package includes 4 sheets of white, 4 sheets of red, and it does come 6 by 6, so it's a little bit smaller. I think my favorite part is how bright white the white is, and how it's not so like iridescent, with the different colors. It's just like a nice pure white glitter. So I'm excited about using that, especially with the candy canes. It's going to be really fun. So another thing we have in this suite are these sequins. Oh my gosh, let me open these up. I love, love, love the Artistry Bloom sequins. Do you guys remember those? I think I use them on like everything. Well, this is the same style, even the same packaging, except it's Christmas colors. So there are 4 sheets in here. You've got the sort of reddish, almost pink, it looks like, green, and then iridescent white and gold. Oh my goodness. I'm offering this as a free gift when you sign up for my product share and add on the Trees for Sale stamp set. So if you sign up for my product share and add on the stamp set, you'll get the sequins for free, and you'll be able to choose a celebration gift. Yay! So that's my special offer for this product share. I always like to do a special offer when we have a product share offering, so that you can get a new stamp set along with all the new papers and stuff like that. I think you're going to be able to mix and match. We are going to make a card using Trees for Sale in a little while when we get to another paper pack. So stay tuned for Trees for Sale. I'm super excited about the Trees for Sale because it coordinates with some dies during the celebration promotion. So with a $100 order, you can get some dies to match. Let me grab those really quick. I wasn't planning to show these dies today. I'm not really digging into celebration quite yet. We'll show them soon. My floor is such a mess. But the dies coordinate with the Trees for Sale stamp set. So some of these trees have dies. The little dog has a die. The sign has a die. So this will be free with a $100 order during celebration. So you won't be able to get it free with the product share, but it is an option when you're placing another order during celebration. So Trees for Sale, add it onto your product share, and then you can get the dies later on. Okay, let's keep moving on. Our next designer paper. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I forgot. Beep, beep, beep. Back it up. I forgot about the ribbon. Okay, so this was the Sweetest Christmas. And in this suite, we have some red and green ribbon. I think this might be my favorite ribbon in the mini catalog because it's so versatile and so classic and traditional. I'm just going to take those plastic wrappers off, put them on the floor. Ooh. See, this is how much I've not played with my stuff yet. I haven't opened any of the ribbons. This is kind of like a nice linen ribbon. It is a little see-through. I'm not sure how well you can see that. Maybe a little bit there. Really soft though, easy to tie a bow with. So both of these colors come in the same combination. It is $7.50 for the roll of red and green. And they are... yes, so each spool has 5 yards in it. I love those. Obviously, it goes really well with the designer paper. Okay, next up is the Santa Express. And you know what? I feel like this ribbon kind of goes with this one too. This is going to be on page 16 and 17 in the mini catalog. If you have your mini catalog, you can follow along. Thank you so much for sharing, Diana. I'm going to try hard to catch up on the comments, you guys, but sometimes it's hard. I will definitely go back and look at all your comments. If I miss any questions, please know that I will answer them as soon as I can. Okay, so Santa Express, I have to be honest and tell you, I'm not really sure about this one. The imagery is not something that I like, but if you like trains, I think it's kind of fun. I'm also having a hard time with the petal pink in the background. However, that said, the back side of this paper, oh my gosh! Look at this. This is like just so like sweetly traditional Christmas. I'm loving the green stripes and the shooting stars, the snowflakes, the dots, the ho ho ho, and the different colors. Fa la 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 la. So I'm not so sure. Like I do love this one though. So I like all the ones that don't have trains. This one you can cut down and use on a long card or cut into 3x3 squares, but like I'm really digging the other side. I think it's so fun. And look at these cute memories and more cards. These are full size, the 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And of course they coordinate with the new Memories and More card pack, which I didn't get yet. But I think that it's going to be really fun to use these cards and envelopes for other things as well. I feel like you could, add some different pieces of the designer paper. So these are really fun. The Memories and More cards and envelopes and the Santa Express designer paper. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Are you a fan of the Santa Express? Like I said, I definitely am loving the back side of the designer paper, but I'm just not so sure. I'm not so sure about the train. Well, there are some other fun things in here, including some ribbon. This is the iridescent trim, and it looks really super sparkly, but I have to say it kind of feels sort of stiff and rigid, more so than I thought. I mean, you still very much could tie a bow with it. This is going to be a little bulkier, a little thicker. I think this is going to be really great on packaging. There's a sample in the catalog on page 16 where it shows using this trim to make gift bag handles, and I think that that is a really great use because it sort of keeps that shape. So this is the iridescent trim. Both the paper and the trim will be included in the product share. One of my favorite things in this suite is the new embossing folders, the Charming Landscape embossing folders. Let me show you. This is a pair, and they're sized to fit inside the mini embossing machine. And so this is what they look like when they're embossed. So you have one that's sort of like a town, and then one that is like snowy mountains. Isn't that fun? I really love these embossing folders. Of course, they're supposed to kind of go with the trains, but I think they're going to be so cute to go with other things. The embellishment here is the adhesive back stars, and like I kind of was taken aback because in the catalog I did not think that they were going to be so big. Like, let me show you. Here's a 6x6 paper. This package is almost 6x6. So here's one of the examples of an embellishment that I thought might be hard to include in the product share. I'm really worried about cutting apart these strips and then having these sequins come apart in the bag, especially because some of the other embellishments in the catalog are big and bulky and heavy. And so I was worried that being in the same bag as something like these sequins, that it would show up to your house in a big hot mess. And so I thought, you know what? If you want the stars, I think you're just going to want a whole package. So I didn't include them in the product share, but I do think these are going to be something fun to craft with this summer. Santa train or otherwise, I think this is going to go great with snowflakes too. This is the adhesive backed stars, and you can see it's got that fun iridescent nature to it. Okay, guys, this was called the Santa Express Suite, and that was on page 16 and 17 of the catalog. Oh, here's an embellishment. This is not part of a suite, so let me, hold on, I think it's on my floor. Sorry. Okay, this is on page 19. It's kind of hiding. And this is another one that is sequins. And so I thought this one, again, might be hard to include in a product share because I didn't want it to, get all fudged up and get stuck on itself and create a mess in your product share bag. So this one these are kind of really flat sequins in two different colors. I love this, like Fresh Freesia, Pool Party, Coastal Cabana kind of color. These are circles, and these are sort of trapezoids. And I think they'd be really beautiful with a snowflake to have just kind of on the different wings of the snowflakes. Oh yes, Tony says the mountain embossing folder would be perfect for the penguins. I agree. The penguin stamp set is back with a coordinating punch, and I'm really excited about that. Okay, moving right along. Ooh. Okay, this paper is so gorgeous. This is part of, where is the Boughs of Holly designer paper, and this is one. Where's all my stuff? Okay. Boughs of Holly designer paper. I feel like this bundle is kind of weird. It's called Leaves of Holly, and the images in it are just like big leaves, like the holly leaves, and not poinsettias, as you might expect with the beautiful designer paper. This paper, though, is one of my favorite in the mini catalog. So this is called Boughs of Holly. It's a 12 by 12 paper, which I've just cut down to show you the images a little bit better. This is the size that will be included in your product share, the 6x6 size. Oh my gosh. So lots of poinsettias, even though it's called Boughs of Holly. And then we have the designer paper, not the designer paper, the ribbon. This is really pretty. This is the natural 1/2 inch woven ribbon. And this one is it kind of reminds me of like a bandage. That's terrible to say, although it could be fun to make like a mummy card. So very, very natural. I feel like you could have some fun frayed edges on this one. Very soft too. And then the other thing in here is the textural elements. Yeah, I'm saying that right. Textural elements. And I'm trying to give you a bow so you can see what that looks like. Okay. Textural elements are wooden elements, and you can see they have very thin pieces. They come like this. So sometimes our wooden elements have come like where you punch them out, but these laser cut pieces come in a container like this. But I was really worried that these would break in a product share because these are so thin, these laser cut wood pieces. And so this is another reason why I decided not to include embellishments in this product share. Plus, I find that sometimes the wooden elements are kind of hard to use. I think if that's a look that you love, that you'll probably want to get a whole package of them anyway. Okay, so Boughs of Holly, beautiful ribbon, textural elements, and I have a card. We're going to make our first card using this beautiful designer paper. I was inspired by a card that I received from Mary McCormick. She sent this swap card for our new catalog swap, and it's just kind of a simple Z-fold card. And so I actually already cased this, and I made a simple card using Hues of Happiness. This is another new catalog product, but I just love this simple layout. And so I've cut some pieces here so that we can make a quick card using the layout. And I'll include the measurements for you in the video description when we're all done. So we're starting with a piece of real red cardstock that's 5.5 by 8.5. And then the designer paper piece is 1 7/8 inch by 5 1/4. And again, I'll have the measurements in the video description. So you know what? I better fold my card first. We're going to fold in half. And then, so this is scored at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. And then we're going to fold back. So it's like scored in half and then in half again. Okay, so the designer paper is going to go on this flap of the Z-fold. Oh, I just love this pattern. So gorgeous. I have a piece of white to go in the middle. It's 4 inches by 5 1/4, sort of the standard like inside layer piece. And then I die cut one of these pieces from the scalloped contour dies, and I have a piece of basic white cardstock that's 1 7/8 inch by 3 1/8 inch. And I have hand cut a pattern from the Poinsettia designer paper, from this one. Oh, I just love that. Isn't that just gorgeous? So we're going to put that on there to make our card. So I'm going to add a few things. I'm going to add some words. So let's get out a stamp set. I had one set aside. Where did it go? Here it is. Okay. This is a new bundle from the mini catalog. It's called Handmade Wishes, and there is a new label punch. I love punches. I use that on another card, but for this one, I'm going to use the Christmas and the Merry. So we're gonna do Merry Christmas. Do you think we should do red ink, or should we do the dark green ink? Tell me what you guys think about that. Red ink or dark green ink? You can let me know while I'm getting the stamps out. I'm kind of thinking about red, but I keep going back and forth. Okay, so I've got the Merry and the Christmas. Oh, that is pretty. Oh, I love that. Love it. And you know what else we have in here is we have some holly. So I'm going to stamp some holly on the inside of the card. So let's get those stamps out too. So this is mostly Christmas sentiments here. We have like a little fun like cookie, I always think like cookie decorating, and then just lots of different lots of different Christmas sentiments. Christmas, New Year, holidays with love, and then some like mix and match. Oh, you guys seem really split on this. Oh no, you guys, don't make me decide. Oh, let's do a quick count. Okay, so I got Sue says red, Tracy says red, Natalie says green, Robin says red, Lynn says green, Maria says red, Michelle says red, Phyllis says green, Patricia red, Pat red, Joe red. Oh, red's winning. Jonna says green, Margie says green. Pam, Bonnie. Oh, guys, it's so tied. Okay. Let's try the red. I do like how it would tie back into the card base. And if we really don't like it, then we'll try green. And you know what I always say, if you don't like the way I do it, you can you can make it differently at home. I need to grab, I'm gonna take a stamp off a block. Okay, I think I can get these on the same block and stamp them together. Does that look even? Maybe not. Let's do a practice. A practice stamp. Real red ink. Okay. I'm gonna do a quick practice stamp. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Okay, let's try the green and see what we think about that. It always makes such a difference to actually try it, right? I know I didn't clean that, but the green is darker than the red, so it's fine. Okay, let's kind of see what we think about the green. Oh, I don't know. That still didn't help me decide. Red, green, red, green. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards the red. Is anybody changing their mind now that they see it? I gotta do a clean before I go back to red though, because I don't want any of the green ink in my red ink pad. Okay, this is going to be tight on our 1 7/8 inch width. So I'm going to, good thing this is photopolymer, right? You might be able to get away with a little bit bigger. You know what? I almost feel like I want it to be a little bit bigger so it has a little more room. Let's just cut a new piece. Sorry, guys. I was going off other measurements and I should have just made it a little bigger to begin with. It's not even that much bigger. It's just like 1/8 of an inch bigger. But I think it'll just be just enough to give it a little bit more breathing room and still be able to see the stitching. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, let's glue this down. We're going to dress up our poinsettia too, and we're going to add some pearls to the center. What do you think about that? Let's go ahead and use some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of the Fussy Cut poinsettia. Trying to find just the right angle. I think that's it. Okay, pearls, pearls, pearls. We have some gorgeous pearls in another suite. They're green and red adhesive backed pearls. And it comes with gold, silver, a light green, and then the red. And I like your suggestion. Let's add some Wink of Stella to it. Wink of Stella is just perfect for any card, I feel like, that needs just a little bit of sparkle. It might be hard to see on camera. You see that? So pretty. Okay, another decision. You know, they're light green in here, so I'm going to add some of the light green. We're just going to do a trio. I love that little detail. Okay, that's going to go back in my box. This is going to go on the card. Oh yes, so pretty. We want to make sure that we're only using adhesive on one half of this so that we don't glue the card closed. And sometimes I use tear and tape because it's easy to place and we already have some layering going on there. So I'm just gonna add this to the card. Oh, what a great layout. And if you want to add a little something inside, let's just do some holly. Merry Christmas. Maybe I'll find like another sentiment to go inside later, but that is fine for right now. Actually gonna need that one. Okay, so there's our Christmas version of the great layout here from Mary McCormick's Swap. So Mary, thank you for your inspiration, and I hope that you'll give this card a try at home. You know what else? Oh my gosh, we can add some other embellishments, I think. Look at this. These gold leaves are back. They were in the catalog last year. Wouldn't it be fun? Oh my gosh, yes. And I just decided we're going to change the center to gold. I just scraped those right off. I love these gold leaves, and to tie in the gold, we're going to add gold to the center of the poinsettia. Oh my gosh, yes. And then another, oops, that's a lot of glue. Let's have that come off on a scrap. Okay. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Is that not just perfect? Isn't that so pretty with the gold? Okay, so these are the gold holly leaves, and they're a returning fave from the mini catalog last year. So you might have those from last year. I did include them in the product share last year. So you already have those if you did last year's product share. Okay, oh my gosh. This paper, like I said, this is called Boughs of Holly, and this designer paper I think is one of my favorite from the new mini catalog. I just love the colors. I love the images. Just so pretty. Boughs of Holly. I know. It's weird to do Christmas, isn't it? Now it's officially summer and we're talking about Christmas, but I always enjoyed celebrating Christmas in July, so I don't mind. I don't mind a little Christmas. All right, next up, we have another returning fave. And so I have some cards from this returning fave. Let's see where we left off in our catalog, if you're following along, this is on page 29. And this is called the Painted Christmas Paper. This was in last year's mini catalog, the July through December mini catalog. And so you might have this one. I am going to include it in the product share because I wanted to include every paper. So if you didn't get last year's, then you'll really love this paper. Again, really great colors. We've got the red and green, some holly, some evergreen. Love the pine cones there too. So if it looks familiar, it is from last year. So I do have some samples of cards that I made last year because the bundle that this was coordinating with is back again as well. And that one, oh, I forgot the name of it. It's another returning fave, and it is on page 23 of the catalog. What is the name of it? It's called Merriest Moments. No, this was not Merriest Moments. What was this? Oh my goodness, I'm about to lose my mind. Ah, there it is. Christmas Season. This is the stamp set and the sentiments that go with that painted Christmas. So it has the same imagery, that same sort of watercolor, water painted. And so the stamps that I've used here are that one. And those are in the annual catalog right now. So you can still make all of these cards because you can still get the designer paper and the stamp set and the dies, which are awesome too. But this one was from Heather Peplinski. Such a beautiful card with all the layers. Heather, thank you so much for sending that in last fall or winter. I guess it was closer to Christmas. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. Are you happy to have this back? I really am. I love this paper. I think it's really beautiful. And there's a pattern in the one I just showed you that reminds me of this one. So the Boughs of Holly has kind of a similar pattern. There it is, I think. A little bit different, but same sort of idea and same colors, which I'm happy with because I love that pattern. Okay, so that was Painted Christmas. And let's see. I think this one is next. Oh, yes. Lights Aglow. This is the suite that we'll be featuring during Vacation Stamping School. Now, there's 3 different packages of paper. This one is called the Festive Foils 12 by 12 paper. So there are 2 sheets each of these. They're very thin, one-sided, kind of paper-like, not foily, but they do have foil accents on it. So we've got the Festive Foils. This is also 12 by 12, a glitter paper package, which includes Evening Evergreen Gold and Very Vanilla. Let me show you really quick how the Very Vanilla compares to the white that I showed you earlier. So this was the red and white, and you can see next to the Very Vanilla, definitely a stark contrast there. So we've got a very white and then the nice vanilla. Two different looks. And then this is a 6 by 6 paper, and so you get 12 different sheets. It's also a specialty paper, so you're going to notice the gold foil in, look at that, in these paper patterns. Really beautiful. This one was specially designed to look like Christmas lights twinkling. I'm excited. I haven't had a chance to play with this one yet to design my projects, but I definitely will be, because I'll be designing one of the projects for Vacation Stamping School. And look at this B-side. Oh, these colors! Evening Evergreen and Cherry Cobbler, just gorgeous. And I love the very vanilla in there as well. Oh, that's weird. Kind of looks like blotchy. Do you see that? I'm not sure how well that comes on camera. Love the colors, love the colors. The pearls that we just used in that poinsettia package, or that poinsettia card, came from this suite. The red and green adhesive backed pearls, but there's also silver and gold as well. I don't have any cards prepared, but I do have the bundle. I can show you the Christmas Lights bundle. And this is one I can show you that was inspired, or that is on the cover of the catalog. So you can kind of see it has dies that die cut dots in the tree and in the snowflake to kind of have this peek through with the foil. Just gorgeous. I can show you the back of the catalog as well. It sort of shows you how the designer created that and the inspiration here with the tree lights. Just gorgeous. Can't wait to play some more with this. This is on page 30 and 31 of the new mini catalog. Just beautiful. Again, the colors. I'm just so excited about these gorgeous colors to make some cards. What do you guys think about this one? Oh, isn't that fun? I could just totally see scrapbook pages, little mini cards, little Christmas tags with that. Yeah, I do think it's confusing. They are called red and green on the package, but in a catalog, they're called festive pearls. That is, yes, confusing, but it is the same thing. I'm not sure what happened there, Tony, but good eye catching that. Okay, next up, oh, did I show you? There's a ribbon that goes with this. Hold on. Oh, this is pretty too. Oh, look at this. Look. This is called Gold and Vanilla Satin Edged Ribbon. Really beautiful. Sort of a definitely see-through in the middle with the vanilla and the gold on the edging. This is just so elegant, and I think goes really well with that designer paper, which I'll get out one more time and show you. Look at those gorgeous colors. Oh, I love that. Love it. Okay, page 30 and 31. There's a second bundle, which I thought I ordered, but apparently I didn't, that has sentiments in it, because this is just images only. There's sentiments and more dies, the Labels Aglow die that have more of the sort of like the poke through with the dots and the sort of lights. Alita, yes, Vacation Stamping School is just for demonstrators. So that means it's a really great time to join as a demonstrator. so you can check it out and be part of Vacation Stamping School. And there's a great little special coming up. Really quick on page 35 with the cute little seal stamp set are these star treat bags. And these are very kind of heavy duty. I think these would make really great little, what do you call them? Like lanterns. Obviously you'd want to put like a flameless candle in there, a battery powered candle, but wouldn't that just be so pretty to decorate and have them, you know, like all along like the walk or along the shelf, have those little star treat bags, or you can use them to package up a treat, obviously, but very, very heavy duty, very thick, not even though they're white. So you can color that, you can spritz it, you can color it, you can you know, do all kinds of things with it. Luminaries, yes, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Lynn. Oh, sometimes words just escape me. Luminary. I think it would be really cute for luminary. The package comes with 10 of these, and you can, like I said, you can stamp on them or color them or just use them as is for decoration. The snowy white velvet sheets are back. I don't have that one pulled out to show you though, so sorry about that. Oh, this is a fun, I'm just loving all these new embossing folders. You can find this on page 39 along with the trees for sale stamp set, but check out this embossing folder. It's a 6x6 embossing folder, so you can emboss it portrait or, well, yeah, portrait or landscape to get those fun sort of whimsical trees. The sample in the catalog shows it on colored cardstock and then sort of sponged or brayered over with white ink, and I think it looks really fun. So this is called the Whimsical Woodland embossing folder, and you can find that on page 39. We have a lot of these products that like are not necessarily part of a suite, and so here's another one. This is really cool. This is on page 40. It's called Snowflake 12x12 Specialty Vellum. So you've got 3 sheets that are the flocked vellum. It's a shimmer vellum that has the raised flocking. So we've got a snowflake design, like a snowfall, and then another snowflake design. And then we have the same patterns but in an iridescent holographic foil. Okay, so like this is the same pattern, it's just in foil, same pattern, just in foil, same pattern, just in foil. So in the product share, you're going to get all 6 pieces. And this is normally a 12x12 paper, so the product share will have the 6x6 size. So this is kind of fun. I'm really excited to play with this. I think it's going to be fun to do like in smaller pieces. And really have kind of a fun impact on your card. So the product share is so great for stuff like this, where like you want to just try a little bit of it. You know, maybe you don't want a whole big package of it, but you just want to give it a try and see what it's like in person. And so that's why I just love the product share, because you can, you know, kind of just sample everything. And then when you see what you really like, then you can get more. Over on page 41, you'll find this new paper. It's called Metallic and Shimmer. This is a 6x6 paper pack, so it is this size. And you get 12 sheets. There's 4 each of the 3 different colors. The stamp set that they show it with is called Peace to You. It's a beautiful like nativity, and then there's another stamp that has a church and the trees, just so beautiful. But like this one reminds me of the fall. Like I could just totally see some pumpkins on there. This one reminds me of like New Year's. Actually, that's a dark green, isn't that? A dark green with gold, and then the black and white. So you sort of have these like different confetti, and there are like a metallic and like another shade in there. And then it's also sort of a shimmer paper. These are single-sided, and they do come 6x6. You can cut that down and use that sort of like confetti, you know, raised with, I think, with a lot of different stamp sets. Okay, this next one I think is a little polarizing. I'm not sure how I feel about the Storybook Gnomes. I don't know. I just saw my sister Amy, and she's like, oh, I love them. They're so cute. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel. I have to get out. What did I do with this? There's really cute embellishments. I got a package for free with my Creativity Now registration. And so this is the suite that it goes with. So these are called the Fine Sparkle Adhesive Gems. And I'm just loving these colors. Calypso Coral, Pale Papaya, Pacific Point, and Pool Party are the colors. Okay, so let's check out these gnomes, and you can tell me, yay or nay, do you love them or not? They're obviously meant to be die cut here or hand cut. We've got the mushrooms. This one's a little bit busy, but we've got mushroom houses and the different gnomes. This is cute with the little forest friends. This is a 6x6, no, this is a 12x12 paper that I've just cut down. There is a die that will cut out the little mushroom house. And then this one has like mountains and trees. Now, Laura, if you're not a fan of the gnomes, you might really love the other side of this paper. So that does have the gnomes on it. But look at the snowflakes. Like, I love those watercolor snowflakes. So the other side is very like snowflakey. We've got these great trees, very geometric. So if you're not a fan of the gnomes, I think this paper still does have some really great possibilities with the B side. And then we have this ribbon. This is called Balmy Blue and White 3/8 inch double stitched ribbon. So one side has the blue ribbon and the other side does not. I will say this seems very thick and kind of heavy, very stiff for tying a bow, and you have to be careful to twist your ribbon around so that you make sure you get both sides having the blue stripe on it. So that's kind of fun ribbon, and I think goes really well with all the snowflakes. So, the other thing in here is the Snowfall Puff Paint, and I didn't get that out today to show you, but we've had that before. It's a returning fave, and it goes on like a liquid, and then you use the heat tool to heat it off, and it puffs. So I think that's going to be really fun to add some snowfall texture, whether you're using gnomes or any of the new sweets. I see that you guys are a little torn on the gnomes. I'm seeing a lot more nays than yays. But like I said, I do think that the B side with all the snowflakes is really pretty. And this one, there were some others here, like I really loved like the animals. And I think this is the one that had the mountains. Like, I think there's some fun things in there. So if you get the product share, you'll get a 6x6 piece, and you can use whichever side you want to make up some gnome cards or some snowflake cards. You can make all kinds of things. All right, let's see what is next. Oh my gosh, some really great stamp sets. Next up is the Rustic Harvest. And, oh, you guys, I'm so excited about this. The Rustic Harvest Suite also features our new Embossing Editions Toolkit. You'll find these on page 48 and 49. The Embossing Editions Toolkit has a tray for your embossing powder, so you can funnel it right back into the container. It includes a brush for brushing embossing powder off of your project or off of your tray, and then it has the reverse tweezers. So these are the ones that it holds it by default, so you don't have to keep pushing on it, and then you squeeze it to open it up. These are really handy, very heavy duty. I think these are really a quality, really great pair here. And then we have an embossing buddy. Yay! So if you don't have these kind of embossing sort of basics, this will be a great little toolkit to have to use with your embossing powder and your heat tool. I'll show this a little more in depth in another video. The Rustic Harvest designer paper is really gorgeous with the dark colors contrasting the really bold, bright fall colors. We've got the flowers, we've got pumpkins, we've got gourds. These colors are my jam right here. Crushed curry, mossy meadow, Cajun craze. I'm not sure how I feel about the black. Little rich raspberry in there, but I do love those solids especially. The other side we've got, oh, look, I didn't even realize that, black and white patterns on all of them. And actually I started coloring this one a little bit. I thought maybe I would make a card with it, and I colored with Stampin' blends, but I didn't get very far to finish my card, so I'll have to do that later. But I did get started on a card, so I'm going to show it to you and we'll glue it together. Actually, before I do that, the other thing in this suite, we've got, the 12 by 12 black cardstock is back. Scrapbookers everywhere are delighting in having that 12 by 12 cardstock back. This is called the Leaf Label and Amber Gem Combo Pack. So these come together. You have the little sort of laser cut craft leaves, and then these they're calling it amber. I think that's a perfect word for it. These sort of yellow, orangey gems that are kind of large. These come together. There are 50 gems and 25 leaves. So I guess that's 2 gems per leaf. Let's get out the card, and I'll just finish gluing this together. I just loved these flowers, and so I wanted to do something really quick and simple. I've got a piece of designer paper that is 3 inches by 5 1/4, and then another one that is 1 inch by 3 1/2. And so I'm going to put these down on the card base, which is crushed curry. I moved it only because that was like a little corner that was kind of torn. And then do you remember that stamp set I showed you earlier? Let's get it out again. It's called Handmade Wishes, and it has a coordinating punch. And so I used that punch in the border to make this one that says, "You're the best ever." Of course, we need a little bit of ribbon, so let's get out, this one. This is that woven ribbon, and let's just cut a piece. It's very, very frayy, but I'm going to embrace that. I think that works perfect for this fall theme. This would be really pretty to dye as well, to use some re-inker, and you can just sort of make that. I'm just going to cut it. Instead of trying to loop it, we'll just have 2 pieces. Are we covering up the flowers too much? Let's see. I'm going to overlap them just a little. And then some Stampin' Dimensionals. This is a lovely card. I love that you can use this punch either diagonally, or you can use it as like a square. I'm gonna get the big scissors out here. Let's. You're the best ever. You know what this needs? Needs a couple gems. Oh yeah. Okay. This is one of those love it or hate it papers, I think. You either love the black and think it's gorgeous, or you're not a fan of the black background. So you tell me, yay or nay, are you a fan of this one? Yeah, Catherine says dyeing the ribbon does involve a little advanced planning. It's something I'm not always the best at. But I think it would be really a beautiful effect to dye that ribbon. This one was called the natural woven paper, I think. I just realized we forgot to make our trees for sale card. Should we do that really quick? Let's do that really quick. I wanted to make the trees for sale card using that poinsettia paper. And so let's get that back out. So we use the poinsettia paper for this card, and we're going to use it as well. I'm going to put things away here. For the Trees for Sale card. There's the paper again. If you joined late, you may have missed it. These two patterns reminded me of the Trees for Sale. I thought it was kind of a similar color there. And so we're going to make a quick card using the Trees for Sale. And I have some pieces that are cut. I also have a piece of that glitter paper that had the earliest, not the early espresso, evening evergreen, vanilla, and gold. And so we're going to do some quick stamping on here. The colors in this paper are well, this looks like mossy meadow, but there's also evening evergreen and soft succulent. So those are the two colors that I picked out to stamp the trees. And so I've got 2 trees. The tree actually comes in 3 sizes. We're going to do the details in the dark green, and we're going to do the main tree here in soft succulent. So we're going to do 2 trees. And then let's add the details on top. And just a reminder, this Trees for Sale stamp set is one that you can add on to your product share. And when you add it onto your product share, then you'll get a special gift from me, which is the sequins, the seasonal sequins. Okay, bringing our card base back in, we've got our trees, and then the sentiment, which also comes from this Trees for Sale stamp set, is Christmas greetings. So we're going to stamp that in evening evergreen onto soft succulent cardstock. Okay, some simple stamping here. And let's go ahead and do our assembly. I'll have the measurements in the video description for you. Oh, you know what? We need to stamp, of course, a tree on the inside. And add the details over the top. That's so pretty. Okay, so that's going to go on the inside. This is 4 inches by 5 1/4. For the front, I have some of that Boughs of Holly designer paper. This one is 2 inches by 5 1/2. And that's going to go across. And then this one is 2 1/2 inches by 4, and that's going to go to the side. Then we're going to add our stamped trees and our sentiment like that. So pretty. So the glitter paper is going to stick underneath the sentiment, and then we're going to add that with some Stampin' Dimensionals. And let's put some Stampin' Dimensionals under this piece as well. Oh, Bonnie, of course you need the Trees for Sale. This is the first card that I've made with it. I actually have stamps on blocks because I had this idea to use with the dog stamp, and I just didn't get a chance to make it before I went live today. But I think this is going to be so cute in so many colors. Like, I'm really seeing some bright green and pink. I think these trees are just really pretty. I wish I could show you the I wish I could show you the stamp set, or I mean the catalog samples, but I can't. Not until next week. Okay, I removed one of the Stampin' Dimensionals because it overlapped with the trees that were also on Stampin' Dimensionals, and I didn't want to double up on the dimensionals. So I've got that layered on with a little piece of tear and tape. Okay, there's our card, though I do feel like it needs a little something, doesn't it? like some pearls. Where are those pearls? Da, da, da. You know what it needs? No, it needs those sequins. These are the, oh my gosh, see? That's why I'm not going to include them in the product show. Did you see the way that just flipped right off? Oh my gosh. Sometimes these products are not really easy to to separate. So this mini catalog product share, if you do sign up, I'm warning you right now, it only includes the designer paper and the ribbon, because the embellishments this year are just going to be a little tricky, I think. Oh, these glue dots are trouble. I use my fingertips, but I highly recommend the Take Your Pick tool. Okay, so just a reminder, and let me show you the sheet again. If you sign up for my product share, where is it? Here it is. If you sign up for my product share, you can add on the Trees for Sale stamp set. I think it works out to be $26 and some cents with tax and shipping. If you add on the Trees for Sale stamp set, then you can get the sequins for free as a gift from me. Plus, you can choose a celebration gift, a Level 1 celebration gift. So definitely think about adding that on. I think that the reason I picked these is I thought that they would be really fun to add on as ornaments on the trees if you stamp them. So I'll definitely be sharing some more projects where we use both the trees and these fun little sequins. Those are the adhesive backed seasonal sequins. So a free gift if you add on the stamp set with your product share. You can reserve it right now at tinyurl.com/JD for July to December 2022 product share. Okay, this was our third card for the night, but we're not done. I've got some more products to show you, so let's keep rolling along. One of the things that is not pictured with the Rustic Harvest suite, but it kind of goes with it, is this new embossing folder. I'm trying to find the page number. It is on page 53. This is called the Leaf Fall 3D embossing folder. And you can see it sort of has a scattering of leaves. I just think it's so beautiful. Whether you have a vertical card or a horizontal card, I feel like it could go any of the ways, any of the directions. Look at that detail. So beautiful. Well, I actually made a card using this embossing folder along with the Gingham Cottage paper. But before we get to that, just pause that for a second. We have some fun black and white design paper. So what's fun about this is sort of the Halloween paper this year. And you can see that it's not Halloween. It's a black and white designer paper, and it has opposites on the other side. So we've got white and black stripes and gray and black stripes. White and black diamonds, gray and black diamonds. Chevron, polka dots, stripes. I think this is such fun paper. So this is kind of what goes with the Halloween stuff. Then we also have this really great glitter washi tape. You'll find this one on page 57. They're really skinny, little 1/4 inch thick, and there's 4 different rolls that come in here. Black, green, purple, and orange. So you can use them with the black and white designer paper to kind of sparkle up your Halloween projects. I think this is really fun and a versatile way to do Halloween without, being too spooky. Another way to do Halloween is with the Gingham Cottage suite. And let's see here. This is, oh gosh, you have to see this package. This package is one of the mega packs of designer paper. And so it's got 48 sheets in it. There are 12 different patterns, but this is a 12 by 12 paper pack. And you get 4 of each sheet. So let me show you this because I don't think the catalog does it justice. This is a jumbo paper pack. Look at how thick that is. 4 sheets each of 12 by 12, which means that is 48 sheets total. 48 12 by 12 sheets total. I don't even know where to put it. It's so big. So this is Gingham Cottage, and it has 2 different sizes of the gingham. So each paper is one color, but you've got different sizes and different styles. Some of them are tone on tone, some of them are black and white or color and white, but you've got big ones, medium ones, little ones, all kinds of different gingham and plaid in different colors. We've got real red, blushing bride, pumpkin pie, garden green, mint macaron, and basic black. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this one, to be honest. I feel like some of these are just too big. Like, I'm not sure how to use some of these bigger patterns. This is the stamp set that goes with this suite. It's called Cottage Wreaths, and it has so many dies that die cut detail images, it die cut stamp images. These are actual size. So they're a little bit smaller than I think I was expecting, but I like the size. I think it's perfect. And what I love about this is it has some different sentiments and different images in here. So this is going to be for Christmas. It's going to be for Halloween. It's going to be for fall. I think this has got a lot of possibilities. The other thing in here is the silver threaded twine. And this is like really thick jute twine here. Let me open that up and show you. I think this would be really difficult to put on a card just because it's so thick. I suppose that you could, but really great for packaging. So we've got this really thick twine, and there's a silver thread. Can you see it? Silver thread kind of spun in there. So you can pull that apart and use, smaller pieces of it, or you can use it as one big sort of braided twine. So this is called silver threaded twine. This is included as well as the paper in your in the product share. And then the other thing that's really fun is this new pearlized enamel effects basics. Where did I put those? I haven't used these yet, but they are essentially like little pearlized paint. And these bottles are pretty big, a lot bigger than I kind of expected them to be. So it comes with red and white, and then looks like a black. So they're kind of pearl, like a pearlescent. So you can use that and it'll dry on your projects. You can make like berries for your wreath, or you can create lines. You can do all kinds of fun things. So I'm excited to play with these and see what we can do with them. That white, you can tell, looks a little iridescent. It's going to be so pretty for like snow on a window. Okay, you want to see some projects that I've made? I have made 2 cards. The first one, I did a wreath, and I used a little bit. See, I like the smaller gingham, I think, better. So this one is pretty simple. I just stamped the wreath, used the stylish shapes again with the square, and Old Olive and Real Red are the colors, and then a little crumb cake for the sentiment that says Merry Christmas. Oh, Pat's asking what's on the flip side of some of the bigger patterns. So a lot of the big ones have a smaller pattern on the other side. This one doesn't. This is big and big. This one is medium and small. So it just kind of, it differs. Here's one that's big and then small on the other side. So they're all a little bit different. So I think you will be able to use, you know, smaller patterns if you don't like the bigger ones. There's some flexibility there. Okay, I told you I made a card though with the leaves. And so I used this stamp set, the cottage wreaths without the wreath. I used the embossing folder in the background and used some of the other stamped images, the leaves and the acorn, to make this card with a little bit of the yellow the yellow gingham in the background. Some people just make life better. I love the way this card turned out. And this layout is actually from my upcoming class, Wildlife Wonder. I used the same layout here, but used embossing folder instead of the designer paper. And so I wanted to show you a sneak peek of this and let you know that next Thursday, instead of Thursday night stamp therapy, I'll be doing my monthly online class over on YouTube. So make sure I'll post a reminder as well. Make sure you tune in over on YouTube for a YouTube live class on Thursday, June 30th at 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll be making 5 cards using the Wildlife Wonder stamp set and He's the Man designer paper. If you would like to join in, you can reserve a card kit, which I'll be mailing this weekend. You can reserve your card kit at tinyurl.com/June 2022 SOTM, which stands for Stamp of the Month. The card kit will include pre-cut cardstock pieces as well as 6x6 pieces of designer paper and some linen thread that you'll cut and use to make your own cards. Now, I did make this card kit with the Wildlife Wonder, but you can use the same card pieces to follow along using another stamp set. Like, how about the Brood for You bundle? So whether you have Wildlife Wonder or a different stamp set, I think you can have a lot of fun making these cards. So you can follow along with me next Thursday night. I wanted to squeeze in this class before the mini catalog started because I know once July 1st hits, you guys are going to be all about the mini catalog. And I'm right there with you. I feel you. So we're going to do the Wildlife Wonder class next Thursday night instead of Thursday night stamp therapy. I'll post the link. You can watch for free. You can stamp along with me at home with your own supplies or reserve a card kit and add on the stamp set if you'd like as well. I'm really loving this. So this is one of the cards that we'll be making, but there are 4 other designs. And like I said, even if you are substituting a different stamp set, whatever you have at home, I think you'll have a lot of fun with this. I've got 2 fun fold cards. One of them is a pocket card and one of them is a diagonal easel card. So it's going to be lots of fun. Loving those colors especially. Okay, I'm putting away the Gingham Cottage for now, but we've got one more suite to share. And so I'm going to get that out next to show you. And this will be the end of our show. I've made quite a mess here. All right, let's move Wildlife Wonder out of the way. And let's come up here with that. I'm using my guide, my catalog over here. The Splendid Day is the last suite. Oh my gosh, look at the foil on this. This is on page 64 and 65 of the new mini catalog, the July through December mini catalog. Holy foil. Oh my goodness gracious. This is a 12 by 12 designer paper. I've cut it down to 6 by 6 to show you this is the size that will be included in your product share. And I have to say the foil is a little overwhelming to me, but I am in love with the other side of this paper. Much more subtle with the beautiful colors: Calypso Coral, Petal Pink, Soft Seafoam, Fresh Freesia, little Sahara Sand in there, Pool Party. That's my jam right there. We've got this gorgeous seafoam, soft seafoam seam binding ribbon. This has a little bit more structure than the white seam binding. The white seam binding is crinkled, and this is definitely not. It's sort of shiny and smooth, but it's really, really gorgeous. And then these are the open leaf trinkets. So I was talking about not including the embellishments in the product share, and that's because we have delicate sequins and then heavier embellishments like this one. And so just the mesh of all of them together, I just didn't think was a good idea. But look at this. This feels very springy. I'm really excited about having something a little brighter, a little fun in with the all the Christmas and the fall stuff. And Stampin' Up! Recently featured this suite for the Creativity Now event. If you saw me posting about that, that happened last Saturday. And so these are some of the projects that I made during the Creativity Now. This was actually one I changed and made some modifications to. I didn't really like the other one. I used a punch to punch the foil, and I did keep the embossed background, and I added a die cut that I had left over. But a lot of this was kind of my own version of it. This one too, I made some modifications. I cut it a little bit shorter and added a tag down here. I'm not a big fan of these half circles. This is one of the die in the set. And so some of the other cards use those half circle dies, and I'm just not sure about those. This is pretty though. I like the different foil on this one. It's not too much. Aren't these colors just fantastic? And then this one might be my favorite. I realized I had the bees upside down, and so I pulled the card apart and turned it around. This is so gorgeous with the soft sea foam and the fresh freesia. Oh my gosh, what do you think of this? Something different in with all the Christmas stuff. I'm kind of digging it. If you enjoyed the Creativity Now event, I think you're really going to enjoy Vacation Stamping School, because it's going to be a very similar setup, but I mean, not that our event will be better, but it's longer. We're going to have more variety of content. Instead of just having like one suite, we'll be featuring several different suites. We'll have 5 different product demonstrations, 5 different suites, plus we'll have 7 make and takes with the Lights Aglow suite and some business training and business tips as well. So watch for more information about Vacation Stamping School. Registration starts on Monday, June 27th. It's open to all demonstrators. So if you're not a demonstrator, you'll definitely want to join during celebrations so you can participate in this event. And team members, all Jubilant stampers and impeccable stampers, get $20 off their registration. So that's awesome. Okay. I think we're reaching the end of our video. So let's recap some of the cards that we made tonight. We made 3 cards, even though I shared some other ones. So let's just I'm just going to fill the table with all the cards that I showed you, even though we didn't make them all today. Oh, I love that wreath. And this one. And there were some other cards. Oh, yes, the painted Christmas cards. Love the way those turned out. So much fun. We made the poinsettia. If you're just joining, we did a Z-fold card with the poinsettia. We used the trees for sale to make this one, also with the Boughs of Holly designer paper. And check out this one with the Rustic Harvest designer paper and that new bundle. What is that one called? Handmade Wishes with the punch. We were busy, busy, busy. I hope you liked this sneak peek of the new mini catalog. If you are interested in getting samples of all the new designer paper and ribbon, make sure to save your spot for my July through December 2022 mini catalog product share. You can sign up at tinyurl JD 2022 product share. And then also the 12 days of Christmas. This is going to be so much fun. I announced that at the beginning of the video, so if you missed it, remember when I did 12 days of Christmas in the fall? We're going to do it again this summer. So we'll be featuring new products from the July through December mini catalog, 12 individually wrapped gifts plus a bonus gift from me, a baker's dozen. And you'll be able to open each one with a coordinating video that shows a project using the featured product. I'm really excited about this. And if you're looking for a way to spoil yourself and be Secret Santa this Christmas in July, I hope that you'll sign up for your Christmas gift box. You can do that right now at tinyurl.com/JulieGiftBox. All the details are there. And it will be featuring product from the mini catalog. So it's not going to be like exactly the same thing because this is full size, current new product. And this one is a sample size of designer paper and ribbon from the mini catalog. Oh my goodness. Vacation Stamping School. Watch for details on Monday. And of course, next Thursday, the Wildlife Wonder card class, we'll be doing this instead of our regular Facebook Live. So make sure to turn in over on YouTube. I'll share the link so you can join me there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know we talked about a lot. I showed you a lot tonight, but I hope that you enjoyed everything that I showed you. Let me know what you're excited about seeing more of from the new mini catalog. It starts next Friday in 1 week. I can hardly believe it. Have a great night, and I will catch up with you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.